What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight in Las Vegas between Jermall Charlo and LaManna. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Also, like this video, and right now, go down to the bottom of your screen, find the bell notification button, hit that so you can be notified every time I put something out that's new. Thank you. All right, guys, this weekend on the co-main of the Caleb Plant versus Armando Resendez card in Michelob Ultra Arena in Vegas, we have the return of Jermall Charlo taking on Cornflake LaManna. Guys, this fight will be at 168 pounds. Everybody in the boxing world knows what the narrative of this matchup is supposed to be, the outcome, what's supposed to go down. The whole world knows that Plant and Charlo, they're on the same card for a reason. People fully expect Plant to get past Resendez. Charlo is fully expected to get past LaManna. Will that happen? Only time will tell. So in this video, what we're going to do is break down both fighters' careers, talk a little bit about how they go about their business. Also, guys, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'll be going over the Las Vegas odds. I'll also be giving you my prediction and tell you where to put your money. All right, guys, when we think about LaManna, we think about a grizzled veteran. He's a little bit younger than Charlo, but he has more fights, more rounds. He's been beaten before, he's been stopped before, and he feels all of that ring experience, adversity, coming back from it is and will be enough to beat Charlo. Jermall is a boxer puncher. This guy fights on his front foot. Great body work, great hand speed. A lot of things to be excited about. Former world champion. He's undefeated. When Jermall Charlo is at his best, he's one of the best boxers in the world. But it's hard to mention Maul without mentioning inactivity. We haven't seen him since 2023 against Benavidez Jr. Guys, he hasn't got a stoppage. Even though 22 of his 33 victories are by stoppage, we haven't seen him do that since 2019 against Dennis Hogan. I should also mention this will be his second career fight at 168. So right now, I want to take a closer look and remind everybody what's at stake this weekend in Las Vegas. All right, guys, Jermall Charlo, as we know, hasn't fought since delivering a November 2023 unanimous decision over Jose Benavidez Jr. After that lengthy hiatus, the undefeated former middleweight world champion steps back into the ring to clash with LaManna in Las Vegas this Saturday night. A major question is, will Charlo battle a bit of ring rust and still manage to defeat LaManna? Or will LaManna make his 40th career victory his biggest one yet? Charlo co-headlines the card with Plant, with the two on a collision course for a fight later this year if they are both victorious this weekend. When we think about boxing styles, at his best, Charlo's brand of being a boxer puncher can overwhelm opponents as he is on the front foot, working the head and body with crisp, stinging combinations before incorporating the hooks. Constantly touching his opponents while managing ring real estate allows Charlo to bank rounds and or end fights altogether. That style is going to be opposed by a walking down style of LaManna, who fights forward with a high guard. Charlo's punching portfolio is more diverse, and for that, I give the edge to Jermall Charlo. He counts 22 of his 33 wins by stoppage with a knockout percentage of 67% in comparison to LaManna's 18 knockouts of his 39 wins. Like I already told you guys, although we haven't seen Charlo stop a guy since Hogan over 6 years ago. There's no doubt about Jermall Charlo being the more accomplished fighter than LaManna, having enjoyed world championship reigns at junior middleweight and middleweight. That being said, LaManna is the more active fighter, last generating a second round stoppage over Noel Alejandro Lopez just this March. Charlo hasn't fought since Jose Benavidez Jr. back in 2023, and prior to that, he produced a unanimous decision over Juan Macias Montiel in 2021. We know Charlo has been open about his battle with mental health issues, and we all know you can't play boxing. Guys, only time will tell what version of Charlo we expect to see. I know his fight fans are excited. The Lions only people are out in full force. Just check the comment section of all the YouTube videos featuring Jermall Charlo, Big Charlo, the undefeated Charlo. Once again, he's another fighter who has said the name Canelo. He feels he wants to avenge that loss from his brother against Canelo. Right now, I want to take a closer look at his opponent, Thomas LaManna, and see what he's been up to. As LaManna's 39-5-1 with 18 knockouts out of 1,765 fighters at 168 pounds. He's ranked number 44 globally. He has a total of 245 pro rounds fought, and he carries into the ring a 46% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as Cornflake, and the 33-year-old American is an orthodox fighter standing at 6'1" with a 74-inch reach. He was born in Belleville, New Jersey, USA. We last saw him fight Noel Alejandro Lopez, 11-6, stopped him in the second. Abreu, 26-7, stopped him in the third. Hernandez, 28-7, stopped him in the seventh. Witt, 33-1, stopped him in the third. So guys, you just heard his last recent opponents, 4 straight stoppages for a guy who has under a 50% career knockout to win ratio. What's that tell you? You know, the resume isn't as strong recently. The guys he's fighting really are on a domestic level and not on a world-class level. We're gonna see if his skill set, his resume, and his toolbox could even handle a guy like Jermall Charlo. He thinks he can. He thinks with his style, with that high guard, he thinks that there's nothing Charlo could do to hurt him, and he feels that he's going to go in there and press and shock the world this weekend in Vegas. Right now, let's take a closer look at his opponent, Jermall Charlo. Guys, Jermall is 33-0 with 22 knockouts. He's not ranked in the rankings due to his inactivity, and he's fought a total of 181 career pro rounds with a career 67% knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as the Hitman. The American is a 6'1" orthodox fighter with a 73-inch reach. He was born in Richmond, Texas, USA. We last saw him fight Benavidez Jr., 28-2, UD in the 10th. Montiel, 22-4, UD in the 12th. Derevyanchenko, 13-2, UD in the 12th. Hogan, 28-2, stopped him in the 7th. So unlike Cornflake's resume, when you look at Charlo's most recent victories, he's winning them all by decisions. Not a lot of fights since 2019. His last stoppage, like we talked about a couple times this video, was against Dennis Hogan 6 years ago. He's going to have the power advantage. He's going to have the skill set advantage. He's going to have the overall physical attributes. And in my opinion, this is a fight that should showcase Jermall Charlo's world-class skill set. I feel stylistically, when I look at these guys side by side, it's going to make for an action-packed fight. LaManna's going to try to walk Charlo down. Charlo's going to try to box him and punch him and then look for an exit. He's going to work the body and he's going to finish up top like he does. And I think his hand speed is going to tell the story. And I think his power is going to tell the story of how this outcome will play out. Right now, let's take a closer look at the Las Vegas odds and I'll give you my prediction. But before we do that, I want to tell you, if you're catching this right now on Friday, stay tuned to the channel because in my live stream, I'm going to be giving you my method of victory and my long parlay for all the fights this week and the ones taking place in Mexico, and there's multiple cards taking place in the US. All right, guys, down here in Sydney, the book I use is called Sportsbet. So right now, let's pull our betting apps out wherever you are in the world. Currently on the money line, Jermall Charlo is $1.08, meaning you put 100 on him, you get $8 in return plus your money. The draw is 26-1. LaManna is at 925, meaning 100 on him gets you 825 back plus your money. So LaManna is a little bit over an 8-1 underdog. At their best, I personally feel LaManna is not at the level of Jermall Charlo, but we can't speak it enough. How fresh will Charlo be? How hungry will he be? How much did he train? Will he be ready mentally? Will he be ready physically? We're going to find out those answers in a few days. When I'm thinking about where I'm putting my money, I think I'd be ill-advised to go against Jermall. Jermall has all the attributes, the skill set, world class. This is a former world champion. This is a guy who's undefeated, never tasted defeat. Now, I'm going and leaning with him to beat LaManna. If you guys want to take a method of victory bets, I feel this is a tailor-made matchup regarding LaManna walking Charlo down. Charlo's skill set being the overall better boxer, having more power and hand speed. Maybe check your sportsbook apps and see what the stoppage is paying. If you want to hear my exact prediction on the method of victory, you're going to have to wait till my live stream.